Today, we're looking at how to tune our acoustic guitar. All stringed instruments have their own standard tuning. Now, on the guitar, we have 6 strings, so each one of these strings is gonna have a different note that we will tune to. It's important that we tune each time we play so that we know all of our notes are in tune, which means if we play chords or scales, those will also be in tune since we've tuned our instrument. If you're playing with a band or you're playing along with a record or with a friend, if you're in tune, you guys will sound great together. If you don't tune one string, maybe it's a little flat or a little sharp, you're gonna notice that it doesn't quite sound right and you might think you're playing something wrong when really you might just be out of tune. So let's actually tune our guitar now. First step is we wanna know the name of every string that we're going to be tuning. Here we have 6 strings on the guitar, and a fun way to remember the names of the notes is every amateur does get better eventually. So we have E, A, D, G, B, E. Or you can think in your head, every amateur does get better eventually. Now let's take the knowledge we have of each string name and take it to our clip-on tuner here. Let's start with the low E string. So if I strum my low E string, you'll see the tuner now says the note E with a little green line above it saying that I'm actually in tune. So we're good to go. Let's say, for example, I wasn't in tune. Let's say I was a little flat, meaning lower than the pitch that I'm supposed to get to. You'll see that I have these red lines now to the left of the note. The goal here is to get these lines to go back up to the green arrow. I'm gonna do that. If it's on the left, that means I'm flat, which means I have to rotate up to the note. So I'm gonna keep attacking the note. Let's see, lines are getting closer. Almost there. There we go. Now we're in tune. Another scenario you might encounter is you could be sharp, meaning you're higher than the desired pitch. That would look like this. Here we go. We have these lines now on the right side of the E, which we want to now come down to be in tune. So I'm going to bring the guitar string, loosen it down until I hit that green arrow again. And now I know that I'm in tune. Now you're gonna wanna do this to every string every time that you pick up your guitar and play it. So let's go through and tune the guitar. Next string is gonna be the A string. Little flat there. So you're gonna wanna adjust, you'll get a feel for it. Each guitar is a little bit different. Just how much you're gonna wanna move the tuning peg itself. You can find that if you do big movements, you go really fast, really far beyond or below too much. So little movements here with the tuning pegs go a long way. Now D string, we look like we're good there. A little flat. G string, perfect. B string, little flat. And you'll notice sometimes if you hit the string right away, it says it's in tune. I'll generally give it a second to sustain because now I see, it actually looks a little flat, so I'll bring it up just a hair. There we go. Now to E, we're all good there. So now I've tuned all 6 strings and I know that my guitar is in tune. One way to double check your tuning without using the tuner, say your tuner battery died and you need to just tune on the fly. A way to check your work is if say I want to tune my high E string, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that this pitch matches 1 string lower on the 5th fret. They should sound exactly the same. Now, for the B string, if I wanna tune the B string, I'm gonna go 1 string lower again. However, this time it's gonna be on the 4th fret. Again, they should sound identical. Now, if I want to tune the G string, go 1 string lower again on the 5th fret. They should sound identical. One more time, if I want to tune the D string, I'm going to go 1 string lower and play the 5th fret again. And lastly, if I want to tune the A string, I'm going to go to the 5th fret of the low E string. Now, in a scenario where they don't sound perfectly in tune with each other, here's how you'll know. For example, maybe the A string is a little flat. Let's say my tuner isn't helping me here. Something sounds wrong. Now, to gauge whether a string is sharp or flat, I want to match the note that I'm fretting. Does this second note sound lower or higher than this note? Sounds a little bit lower, so let me see if I'm right and let me raise it up a little bit here. Getting a little bit closer. There we go, sounds a lot better now. So if you're ever stuck without a tuner and you need to do a little emergency tuning, you can use that as a way to ensure that you're still in tune. Tuning your instrument is the most important part of playing guitar. If you're not in tune, you're not gonna be able to play along with your band, play along with records, or really write songs properly. So make sure you tune up every time before you play. Really important that you commit the note names to memory. Again, we had E, A, D, G, B, and E. Fun way to remember that one more time. Every amateur does get better eventually.